You post some really good stuff on X, Ivan, and just some really good search engine optimization stuff on X. I'm going to start with this question. You said, this is what you said. You said, should you build a backlink from a listicle that ranks in the top 10, but the entire website is AI generated? What's your answer to this?
Yeah, my answer is like no. Yeah, or it depends on the price, because every time we invest into something, it's also the question about how long it will impact our rankings, visibility, etc. Yeah, and every time you build the backlink, you hope it will live forever. Yeah, and in this case, if you pay like $300 or like $500 for listicle that it on top one, but you see that entire website is AI generated, it usually means after some time Google gets enough signals from GA4 and Google Chrome browser that this content is sucks, and this website will go down. Yeah, so. I prefer to work with quality websites. Yeah, like it's better, like less backlinks, but from them good websites. It's just my strategy. I understand people may choose another one, but today I saw the great study from Glenn Alsop, yeah, from Ahrefs, about the whether you have to write listicles on your own websites and place your own brand as the number one for specific like best X software. Yeah, and based on his study, it's clear. Yeah, you have to do that if you want to win. Yeah, you just it's just because ChatGPT and Perplexity, it's like Google like 10 or 15 years ago. Yeah, a lot of different low quality websites ran there, and even ChatGPT doesn't understand that you placed a link to yourself on your blog, and it's like the self promotion. If you do that, you will get more mentions.
Wait, what? So I didn't see his study. It came out today?
Yeah, it's today. It's like 1 or 2 hours ago.
Oh
I
man.
saw it on LinkedIn. He should publish it on Twitter too. So yeah, it works right now, but again, it may change
What
in
what was
6.
what was the study? What was he studying specifically? Just how well listicles on your own site promoting yourself as number one works?
Yeah, he ran like different prompts. Yeah, like best software, best products, best agencies, etc. And at first, he collected the data how often the type of content is listicles cited. Yeah, and he found that it's around 50 or 48% the listicles used as citations. Yeah, so it's a huge number, and it's the reason why you want to write this type of content, and you want to negotiate with your competitors and media website their link insertions to existing listicles. Yeah, but this one part. Another part that even if you do it on your own website, it still works. Yeah, so.
This method of marketing is so effective, I had to make sure it wasn't against Google's rules before I kept doing it. It's a form of SEO I call compact keywords. Whereas most SEO focuses on putting up articles to answer questions how, what, when, compact keywords focuses on putting up dozens of pages that sell to searchers who are actually looking to buy. These pages rank on Google and convert so much better than normal that when I discovered this years ago, I couldn't believe this was allowed. It's less work too. The average compact keywords page is only 415 words. Compact Keywords is a 13-hour deep course on getting sales with SEO. A customer recently said, "Each lesson is dense with information. You're giving years worth of experience boiled down into 15 to 30-minute lessons with no filler or fluff. I feel like I'm gaining a new superpower." Compact Keywords is about setting up an SEO funnel that brings you sales for years and years and years. It works with AI, it's less work than traditional SEO, and it makes way more money. You can get it now at compactkeywords.com. Back to the podcast. Can you share your background?
Yeah. So right now I work at Site Checker already like 8 years. Yeah. So um, we started as a on-page SEO checker tool. Yeah, very simple, free tool. and then we spend a lot of time looking for our product market fit. Yeah, and now we understand that we have like some unique things like great search console insights, J4 insights, great site monitoring tool, similar to like content keying app that existed for some time. And now we usually compete with SEMrush and Ahrefs. Yeah, just because people, most of our customers are not new agencies. Yeah, the most popular use case is just switching from the expensive tools or looking for a better technical site monitoring and alerting and just more easier user experience. Yeah, because like some say like SEMrush is too complicated, it's hard to work with that, etc. So yeah, I started as a digital marketer. Now I am like head of product and marketing. Yeah, and yeah, I also have like a couple of side projects. Yeah, my newsletter and Looker Studio templates side hustle. It's not a big business, but it's interesting niche, and I built some Looker templates that are unique on the market. I use them. I sell them. I use them as a lead magnets for site checker, etc., etc. And the great thing in Looker Studio that you can prototype your interface. Yeah, like you can build great charts, different insights, and then wow, it's something that I need in my app. Yeah, and yeah, so everything around ASEO, product management, growing B2B SaaS, it's something that my core expertise.
How long have you been doing search engine optimization for?
I would say like 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
So we were talking before this. So you're in Kiev and I used to live in Kiev in Ukraine. I lived in Kiev for 2 years from 2019 to 2022 and traveling in and out. And then COVID. I spent lockdowns in Kiev, and when I was in Kiev, I wanted to meet with a lot of SEOs who are there, and because I wanted to see like how are people? Because I'm from Brooklyn, and I wanted to see how are people doing. How are like some of the nastiest SEOs that I can find in Kiev doing SEO different from like the people that I was meeting in New York City? Because I started and ran the New York City search engine optimization meetup group. And I saw that people that like Ukrainians living in Kiev were doing some sick SEO. It was so advanced, and I was so impressed with the people that I met with. And so I'm excited to have you on. I'm like you probably just even being in Kiev. Like what was also impressive? The amount of like people doing like essay writing, ranking for essay writing services. I don't know why that was so popular, but I met like so many SEOs who are going after keywords in essay writing services.
I guess it's just because it's too huge margin to work with, and yeah, it was just I guess because the best brands were born here, yeah, in this niche, I guess, and that was the reason that it was like a strong school of junior SEOs who learned how to do that from the start. Yeah, so I guess this one.
What are some crazy things in search engine optimization that you have seen this year in 2025?
Crazy. And I mean, what sales did something interesting, like black hat or white hat? What do you mean?
Black hat's always more interesting, but or even something that's white hat that shouldn't have worked, where you're like, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
I guess the most interesting thing that one of the most interesting thing, one of my like friends, colleagues, he ran a couple of link building companies. It's Dmitry Sohach, and he shared the case study.
Oh, I know him. Yeah, I know him. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. So he shared that he has a brand like called Shared Domains, yeah, where they work with a lot of drop domain names, yeah, and they published a lot of listicles with on these drop domain names and mentioned the a new brand, yeah, in some space, just to measure how these listicles on small websites, if we publish a lot of them, how will it impact the visibility in AI charts? And they found that it really has a huge impact. Even a new brand, completely new brand, started to cite it by AI charts because there was a lot of content and different domain names around that. Yeah. So this one of the studies that show us that AI just doesn't have such quality filters as Google has, yeah. And it's just wild west right now, and but we don't know how long it will live. So
Yeah, that's so we were talking about Glenn Alsop's study about publishing listicles, saying you are number one, so the best, I don't know, you're the best air purifier for hospitals, and you put yourself as number one on that list, and ChatGPT doesn't know to distinguish that you're just you're just plugging yourself. And so it'll crawl the web, it'll see your article, and you're number one. ChatGPT will say that you're number one. And so how do you think this actually was a prediction by Lily Ray? She thinks that this type of behavior will get hit next year.
Mhm.
Not hit, but like it'll stop working.
Mhm.
I'm curious what you think.
Um, I'm curious. It's interesting how AI chats can do that. Yeah, because as I see, it's there are a lot of stuff they have to fix. Yeah, they want to impress. Not just they still don't have like Search Console. Yeah, I see that they don't have um, a separate channel for communication with publishers. Yeah, they still focus only on the like end audience, yeah, consumers. They are not they priority right now number one. Yeah, so I think it may be fixed, but not in the next year, but maybe next 2 5 years. Yeah, just because
Wow.
they have a lot of things to do, like to grow. Yeah, they compete every day. Which model is better? How to help developers to build apps based on our API, etc. They want to find a better monetization approach, not just like subscription. Yeah, so trying to improve the results, like fixing the citations, I guess it's not the number one priority for them right now.
It is cool how shockingly easy it is to influence LLMs.
I don't agree 100% here. Just it depends on the niche, yeah, and because in some niches where there is a red ocean, yeah, and already like there are market leaders. For example, in our niche, same Russia traps, there are like hundreds, thousands of listicles where they may mention it organically, yeah, and
Okay, hold on. You are in literally the most one of the like the top 3 most difficult niches for doing that.
yeah,
That is, I don't think that is fair. Most people, I mean, I guess a lot of listeners of this podcast probably do have SEO companies, but there's also a lot of listeners who just have they're in ed tech, or they have like a services business in finance or law, and they're super hyper local. Like you are, I mean, you're competing against SEMrush and Ahrefs. That's hard.
yeah. Yeah. So you're right. Yeah, for small business, you have to make some minimum, yeah, to get visibility, and this is a great thing because there are a lot of like many business just don't know how to do that. Yeah, and you have just to produce content that like describes you in the right way. And I have an interesting thought about like because I am work as an advisor for like Favicon. I don't know whether you know them. It's like influencer marketing platform. It's a very popular database of influencers, especially in LinkedIn, and they have like 100,000 followers on LinkedIn. They are very popular in social media, but they still have the issue with ranking in AHS for one reason, because they don't have enough mentions in listicles, and AI chats don't crawl their social media posts as much as websites, and that's a problem. Yeah, you can maybe very popular on TikTok, on Instagram, etc., etc. If you want to be popular in AI chats, you have to play different rules. Yeah, so yeah,
Can you talk more about that?
yeah. I mean that the problem that social media posts they are difficult to index and remove duplication, etc., because there are produce a lot of content every day, yeah, on LinkedIn, on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, etc. And Google and even AI chats, they don't use them as references, or use, for example, on LinkedIn only the LinkedIn profile of the specific like human being or specific company, but not all the posts. Yeah. So if you will record, if you will buy 1,000 posts about your brand on LinkedIn, it won't guarantee you will cite it in AI chats. Yeah. It's better to write like it's better to get link insertions in 10 listicles that already rank in Google. Yeah. So it's a different game. Yeah. And the impact of influencer marketing campaigns, brand campaigns, digital PR, it may work only, yeah, for example, if you buy a lot of brand awareness campaigns, it will have impact only if it will create some wave of organic mentions on websites. Yeah, so people have to see you there in some places, and then they have write something on their websites. Yeah, without that, it won't work.
Do you have any thoughts on what makes user generated content more likely to get indexed versus other user generated content?
We see it. The great example is Reddit, yeah, because this like it's like social media, but it's another social media which Google and AI chats loves, yeah, and interesting that it looks like that Google already has some great signals to rank Reddit threads. Yeah, we already see that Google love Reddit. Reddit traffic grown like 10 times. Uh, but how do they define to which thread to rank if there are also like hundreds, thousands of threads with the same keyword? Yeah, how they define that? And it looks like that it depends on the engagement, on the subreddit age, members activity, etc. Like as a domain name have authority, have like trust signals, etc. The same with the subreddits, yeah. And it looks like that Reddit shares some internal stuff, how they rank content to help Google define better threads. So if LinkedIn or like Instagram or other stuff will share something similar, it may work for AI chats and like Google or Bing too. It's just my assumption. Yeah.
And so you're saying things like engagement and follower count influence how likely UGC is to be shown within traditional search.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea, what's the idea? The idea that Google and AI chats, the end goal is to satisfy the user intent. Yeah. And for a long time, backlinks work as a like not as a trust signal, but more as a filter signal. Yeah. So don't show results if there are no backlinks or something like that. I mean that Google test in top 10. He tests a lot of user engagement signals. For example, if the website has a lot of backlinks but user engagement is bad, it's clear that satisfaction, like user doesn't satisfied his goal. Yeah. So sometimes you can get better rankings with less backlinks and better user engagement. It's especially interesting with like B2B SaaS because we had the problem with site checker when we for some search queries we had a lot of backlinks, but we improved our rankings only when we removed the required sign up. Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So
That's cool. Wait, so you had all the backlinks and you removed required sign up so people could just do a free trial with no account.
yeah, for example, people look for SEO audit, yeah, on page SEO checker, and we ran experiments, and it was very clear, yeah. If you require sign up, your user engagement decrease, your bounce rate increase, and your page go down, yeah. No changes in content, no changes in the backlinks, etc. And when you give something for free, people love it, Google love it. Yeah. So it's especially important for B2B SaaS because you usually want to get a better conversion rate. Yeah. And when you give something for free, your conversion rate usually goes down. Yeah. But you get more sessions. So you have to define this, what's better.
Yeah, well, how many like free whatevers do people get, and then they have to create an account, or they do it, they run it, and it's like, okay, give us your email, and we'll email you the results.
Yeah, and this is one of the like hacks you can use if you want to build if you want to rank the website quick, and there is a search query with that, like where people look for a tool, not the information. Yeah, so if you give something for free without sign up required, it will there are huge chances that you will rank in top 10. Yeah. However, it's it's complicated right now because there are Google Ads, yeah, and also a lot of big brands, when they found this gap, yeah, they also started to create a lot of free tools around this, and now it's like not enough space, yeah, because I saw we did that, and then Ahrefs, HubSpot, like SEMrush also. It's not because they found like, oh well, like maybe some post on that study, just because I guess they SEO team, they also came to the same conclusions. Yeah.
Dude, it makes a tremendous difference. Like, I have a few SaaS companies, and it's something that I have seen as well. And whenever my co-founders have been like, you know what, I think we should stop giving this for free, I'm like, you don't understand. That will destroy our SEO. We cannot do that. And so I had the CMO of Originality.ai in the podcast. Originality.ai is like the top AI writing detector. And she's like, all of our competitors were, the difference was like our competitors were ranking for one of the keywords that we really wanted to rank for, and they all gave their tool for free up until like a certain point, whereas we did not do that. And so they started doing that, and now they're ranking number one for the target keyword just by having this like freemium model. That's also why the top linkable assets, like if you make a web app that's a linkable asset, it's just something you like, a calculator, something simple, or like something more advanced, like upload a photo, and Canva has upload a photo, and it gives you the top color codes in the photo, color palette detector, something like that. And all of these are free to use, no sign up required, and they get tons of backlinks. And that's how you have to do it. It makes such a huge difference.
Yeah. And two thoughts about this yet. The first one, this is another reason why we decided that our homepage should focus only on the brand keywords, and the main keyword like ACO checker, we should create a separate landing page for that purpose. Yeah, because when people look for your brand, they more motivated to start a trial. And if you will continue showing them like free report, etc., you will kill your conversions. Yeah.
Mm.
And if you create a separate page for like category related keywords, like on page SEO checker, you are you have more freedom about what you can do with that. Yeah, you don't want to kill your conversions when people look for your brand. And then others saw that I have an article on my newsletter like SEO product manager is the future of SEO. Yeah, I will share it with you later.
What is it called?
Um, the article called the SEO product manager is the future of the SEO.
The SEO product manager is the future of SEO, or AE, or
Of SEO.
a SEO.
Yeah, I can share it with you right now.
No, yeah, you don't have to share your screen, but because sharing your screens while we're recording
Yeah, I will
tends to
share with
create
you
issues with
on
us.
Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea that I found like there is a Brian Chesky, I guess, the Brian Balfour, who run the Reforge brand, and he worked with the different startups, and he has great articles around looking for product market fit, product channel fit, etc. And he wrote a great article that called "Product are built to fit channels, not the other way around." Yeah. So because Google defines what to show in top 10,
Yeah.
you as SEO have a very limited power about what you can rank if you focus only on content and backlinks without focusing on the product itself. So yeah, it's especially for B2B SaaS, but B2C SaaS, because the funnel of your product impacts the user engagement a lot. Yeah, and if you don't change this funnel, you don't have the power, yeah, to get better rankings. We found that because our head of SEO at SearchChecker, yeah, he tested a lot of different things, and he said, guys, whether we change our funnel and our product a little bit, or we won't have a session, organic sessions at all. Yeah, so yeah.
It's interesting, the free thing. Something else that I've seen. So people making SEO bottom of funnel SEO landing pages, even in like services businesses. Like for example, I saw it was somebody. It was, I think it was a chiropractor in like the Midwest in the United States who was making a bottom of funnel SEO landing page, and his call to action button above the fold, before people start scrolling, his call to action button was like, get like a quick like $59 like, I don't know, diagnosis or something. Diagnosis is a wrong term. And I'm like, listen, you have to remove the pricing. You have to make it seem like so easy and frictionless. It's just like, find out what's wrong, or like, find out what's wrong in a second, like something like that. Just say nothing about the money. And it just, you want people to click and to go into the funnel more. And also, like, if you can, try to, like, if see what you can give for free at the beginning. Like you said, it's just, once people exert some effort into getting your product or service, it makes them a lot more likely to continue going through with it, because they've already put in the effort. They've already put in the time. And you're spot on with that observation.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm seeing it as, with the paid channels, because I'm like running LinkedIn ads right now for such like testing.
I wanted to ask you about that. You put up a really good post on X about it, but yeah. So go on.
Yeah, so the idea that I see that even with the paid ads, especially for B2B SaaS, you can't land just like product and request a demo. Yeah, you have to run some ads just for brand awareness, so people understand what you're doing, etc. It's like the first step yeah, in the relationships. And the same with ACO. Yeah, some of the landing pages, they are not created to run like leads for you. Yeah, they created to get like some organic links. Yeah, they created to show people that you are exist at all. Yeah, for example, you have some extra tool like calculator, etc. It's just the place where you can place your banner or your logo. Yeah, and they see you exist. Yeah, so
Or you can work it into the tool. I mean, something that I like to do is, I got this tip from Harpreet Singh, who, I don't know if you've seen him on X. He's amazing, and he's like, use Claude to code, to code, not surveys, but quizzes, like quizzes within articles, retention quizzes. So you have an article, someone scans through the article, and then you have like a fun quiz. I literally put confetti in the quiz, and it asks them just 5 questions about the quiz, really, really easy and fast. And then at the end of the quiz, it's like, if it's an SEO article, I'm like, you understand it. Take your SEO to the next level with my SEO course, Compact Keywords. And you can literally work the product. And I have ones that are done in like more savvy ways. You can literally work the product into the tool, into the free tool,
yeah,
even if it's a calculator, not even just a banner.
yeah, yeah. And it's also like the war between the ACO and marketing on such landing pages, usually, because also like on the homepage or like product landing page, ACO want to include the keywords. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, you need at least main keyword in title in each one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And marketing or copywriter, they say, guys, it's not how products are sold. Yeah, you have to write something in a different way. Sometimes you don't include keyword at all. Yeah, and different brands decide it in a different ways. Yeah, the bigger a brand, the bigger the power of marketing and copywriting. Yeah, they don't think about ACO a lot. And yeah, on our side, we try to start with a marketing, and then add some small things around SEO. Yeah, like that don't impact a lot the conversion rate.
You know, something that I saw from you when I was looking through your X, and I like this, is that it seems like you do a lot of different marketing experiments. You just try a lot of things with marketing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you, dude, you even started. I think you even started like a new subreddit for SEOs to like promote. What was it like to promote their products or something?
Yeah, yeah, it's a huge topic around like starting subreddits, etc. Yeah, and I think that at first I was banned in the biggest subreddit around ACO. Yeah, which is cited in Google the most. Yeah, I was banned because I published like a post around like Amplitude released a free AI web analytics tool, and I did it for free. I wasn't like the affiliate or something, but my tone was like maybe too aggressive, too emotional. Yeah, and people don't like that. So I was banned there, and then I found, okay, why do I post in the somebody's subreddit if I can do it in my own? And the more because I post a lot of stuff, I have if I post in my own subreddit in 6 months, in 1 year, I will have a strong asset. Yeah, and if it will grow, I will be able to publish some stuff that will rank in Google fast. Why don't I do that? Yeah, and then yeah, I'm experimenting right now with a category related subreddit, yeah, like ACO gaps. It's not the
Yeah, that's what it was called.
yeah, and the another, like for example, for site checker, we also have the brand subreddit, and we plan to develop that. So yeah, the idea that in Google in 2026, you may create the great content, but then you have to decide uh, where I have to publish it. Yeah, and it's also not where you want to publish it. You will publish it where Google will decide. If Google loves Reddit, you do that there. Yeah, yeah, you can publish something on your website, but it's how AI charts also work. Yeah, and AI reviews. You have to be presented on the entire web. Your website just like small fraction of this web. Yeah, so it's like that's why we have I would say the second breath for link building and digital PR. Yeah, because it's what brands need right now. Yeah. So yeah, and as for overall for running a lot of experiments, I guess other people also do that. I know how to write about that. Yeah, and I'm some small things. Every small decision you make in your job, it may be presented as an experiment. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
people just don't write about enough about that. And as you said, you're posted on LinkedIn a lot right now, and you have a lot of impressions. But by the way, which I'm impressed because for a month or you had like hundreds of impressions, and I can't get there. It's usually you have to publish at least 1 to viral post to get it. So it's a great.
Well, dude, I'll tell you, I think it changed recently. Like my friend Tomek, he started, I don't know if you saw what I shared. So he had a dead account. He hadn't posted to his LinkedIn account in years. And then all of a sudden, he starts posting 5 times a day. And I asked him, I'm like, did you ramp up to it? Like, you just started posting 5 times a day? And he's like, yeah, he did. And he does it for like, I think it's like 5 days or 7 days. I'm not sure if it's like 5 days or a week. But after, let's say it's 5 days, after 5 days, he has zero. He goes from weekly impressions to 12,000 weekly impressions by posting 5 times a day with a previously dead account. Like, yeah, LinkedIn is going wild right now, but you have to post a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting because
And multimedia, I'm sorry, multimedia as well, images and especially video.
okay, it's something that I'm not doing enough, like videos. Yeah, because if you want to produce a quality content, video is usually just harder to do.
You don't need video. I've had in just pure text posts do well too, but like videos definitely do very well.
Okay, yeah, and 5 times a day is like another strategy. Yeah, because
But dude, everything that you post on X should be coming out to LinkedIn. It should be coming out to a Facebook page. It should be coming out to Threads.
yeah, yeah, it's true. By the way, LinkedIn is my main channel. Yeah, usually just repost to the X.
Oh,
Yeah, because
I didn't know that.
LinkedIn gives like much more better lead generation than X. Yeah, and you can get, it's much easier to become viral on LinkedIn than on X. Yeah, maybe it's even just because LinkedIn is a professional B2B place, yeah, and people are ready to engage with your content. On X, there are a lot of things like politics, actors, like movies, etc. That are like too huge, and your niche content, it's hard to get traction there.
I wanted to ask, actually, I want to go back to your subreddit. How well has it? So your goal with creating a subreddit is to rank in Google. How many members are in your subreddit? Or I guess you have two subreddits. And how are they like? How long ago did you start the subreddits? And is it working yet?
I can show you the screen if you want.
Well, showing screenshots while we're doing the recording, just because of the software that we're recording in, it makes it. I'd have to start. I'd have to stop the recording and start it. It
Okay.
kind of makes it like a big pain. But you can just tell me here.
Yeah. So SEO Gaps, it has 186 members right now and 4K visits for the last 30 days. I started it
Wow,
1 month ago. Yeah, and
wow.
it already has the. But I also announce it on X, LinkedIn, on my newsletter. So if you already have like other channels, it helps a lot. Yeah, and yeah, I already have like organic posts. I mean, other people already found this and published something. People already engage with their own comments in that. Yeah, and the most underrated tactic to grow your subreddit is cross posting. So when you publish something in your subreddit, there is a feature to cross post to another relevant subreddits.
What subreddits are you cross posting to?
SEO growth, SEO digital marketing. I guess this one. Not every usually big subreddits they restrict this option. Yeah, but
Yeah.
there are still small subreddits where you can get traction. So this like this category related subreddit. As for the site checker, I created it, I guess, in 2017. So for a long time, when I just joined the site checker as a digital marketer, yeah, I've started that, but I didn't develop it enough. So it's just like 15 members. But what I want to do is I plan to integrate this subreddit as in our email onboarding for in every new sign up and say people, guys, we have our community on Reddit and you can post your product feedback, your questions, your ideas, etc. And it's something that should help to grow it. Yeah, because the best communities are the one where people really ask something and take part in discussions. Yeah, so like this is what I want to do. And what I why I decided to grow the brand subreddit too. Yeah, because I've published also the post there, like called like why our brand is a better deep crawl alternative. Deep crawl is also the tool for crawling the website. It's called Lumar right now. Yeah, and I published this post. It was just repurposing from LinkedIn. I did it as an experiment. And then after months, I found that this post, without upvotes, without comments, it ranks in top of Google. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
No upvotes, no comments in a new subreddit. Not new. It's an older subreddit, but it doesn't have a lot of 15 members.
Yeah. It's interesting because maybe subreddit age is also the ranking factor. Yeah. But it's also like a deep crawl alternative. It's not as
It's not
yeah,
competitive.
it's not as much competitive. But again, we have the landing page on our website for deep crawl alternative, and it's lower than our threat on Reddit. Yeah, so I can
Wow.
show you it later. I have the post about it on LinkedIn. Yeah, but for me, it was the clear signal that for many keywords, we have to create content there. Maybe even
What? So okay, I gotta ask. So you have SEO gaps. How long ago did you say you started that?
I started it 1 month ago.
Okay, 1 month ago. It's up to like 150 members.
Yeah, but again,
Is
it's because
is anything ranking yet?
um, let me check out after the meeting. I guess one of the
Okay.
maybe, but I also I
Wait. So that's great. Are you kidding me? So you started you started this subreddit a month ago, and you already have one post ranking. So it's working.
yeah, but I also take part in creating like the brand subreddit for like the brand Favicon, yes, influencer marketing platform. And I also see they did a lot of AMAs, like Ask Me Anything sessions with creators. And
Wait, what happened? They did a lot of what?
AMA, like Ask Me Anything sessions.
AMAs.
Yeah, with influencers, and they also rank well by like, influencers brand search query. Yeah, so it also depends whether you create enough content around like topics that have search volume at all. Yeah. So and another problem that 1 month, I guess it's a minimum limit. Sometimes it takes 3 months, 6 months to rank. Yeah, and for a lot of like search queries, especially competitive, if you review which Reddit threads rank, it's usually 1 2 years like old. So it's the game of probabilities. Yeah, if you want to be presented there, you have to leave a lot of comments, publish a lot of content, and just wait.
And there's also the problem you were mentioning issues. So there's also the problem. It's like, I mean, who knows like how long Reddit will continue to be prioritized within organic search for. Like it could, because it used to be Yahoo Answers. You used to see a lot more Quora. And so there's always Barry Schwartz, when he came on the show in March, he said this. There's always a new parasite play. There's always like a it's just been like it's been a rotating carousel for a long time. And but Reddit does have a lot more longevity than the other ones.
Yeah, and also, there are like a few months ago, ChatGPT, I guess, like started to cite Reddit less, and everybody said, "Oh, you see, like Reddit is not a number one
Yeah.
priority anymore."
Yes.
But then it came back. It came back. Yeah. So what's the reason? And like I read a couple articles on Bloomberg about how like Google and OpenAI why they made the partnership with Reddit, and Reddit team say that we had deals with these brands, but we think that we even cost more. Our quality of our like the value of our content costs more. Yeah, and the idea behind that because Reddit already has a very good policy around. Anti-spam, yeah, anti-spam. They really do a great job around like blocking, banning accounts that trying just to promote things.
That's the thing. Yeah. Reddit is pretty
Well,
good at it.
as Google work like dozens of years with like trying to filter in spam and duplicates, as the same Reddit did a lot of like worked years, yeah, to define what is a good account, what's a bad.
Wait, so actually want to ask you while we're on that topic, did you have like a very aged account that you started these subreddits with? Or was it a purchased account with like where you were using a different IP address? Like how are you doing it?
Okay, so at first, like by default, I have a trusted old my own profile where I'm clearly saying that I'm Ivan Pali. I have my own photo. I say with my products. Yeah, it's like strong profile. I have like 1,000 karma, eight years age. Yeah, and it's also because I created it like 8 years ago. Uh, but a month ago, when I found that if you want to win in with your comments, you need upvotes anyway. And if you want to win, you usually need to do it via like sending your URL to your friends or your team, so they upvote for that. Yeah, or you buy them,
Yeah.
or you create your like anonymous accounts. Yeah. So I right now I created one anonymous account for experiment. I do it via anti-detect browser, and there is a proxy. Yeah, so
What browser are you using?
it's Go login.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know some use its power. Yeah, I've decided to use Go login. Yeah, and it works well, but it's not as scalable as you want because everybody who sell the like old accounts, they usually um, they generate the karma on some like topics that are not related to your
Yeah.
product. They just post some food or they pets, something that
Yeah.
easy to get karma. But if you want to get a right to publish and comment on a like B2B type subreddits, you have to create some meaningful comments, yeah, there, yeah. And it's hard to go to delegate, or if you will use AI, it also will be easy to detect, yeah. So really the best, if you want to get 3 5 profiles, it's hard to scale if you take part organically in which of them, yeah. So yeah, there are tools that help you to upvote and like buy comments, etc. It's I would say it's really with a gray area, yeah. But the problem that if you don't do that, your competitors do that, and
Oh.
yeah,
Well, actually that brings me to my next question, which is you wrote you wrote on I guess this was from LinkedIn, but I saw it on X. You said, "I'm still shocked that most SEO agencies invest 90% of effort in growing visibility and 0% in protecting it."
yeah, yeah. But this was only for the. This post is a promotional post. It's just to show that like our site checker has the feature that send you alerts. Yeah, when your team or your customer team makes some errors on the website, it causes the pages de-indexation, traffic losses, and etc. etc. And it's something that really I see that agencies they want to help people help brands grow. It's okay, yeah. But sometimes when you save some things for your customer, it may worse even more, yeah, because one small error that didn't detect it immediately can cost like tens and thousands in revenue if you find it in a month, yeah. And sometimes it just some product landing page that was non-indexable because
Oh.
developer forget to change methodology, yeah. So that stuff it happens, and we saw a lot of like case studies. That's when people like look for like website monitoring tool, yeah, or SEO monitoring tool, etc. But this post was a promotion. Yeah, it's not around the Reddit at all. Yeah.
No, not around Reddit, just around SEO in general. And I mean, like, it's still shocking how many people doing SEO don't even track rankings for their target keywords. They'll put up SEO landing pages and they won't track their rankings.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. Like, a lot of people don't really. A lot of people kind of have a set it and forget it mentality with SEO. And with some, I think with some keywords that can work, especially like non-competitive keywords, that can work really well. But yeah, you should always be tracking your keywords and looking at your weekly movement.
Yeah, yeah. And in terms of like protecting, when you work with the enterprise brand, it's usually they usually have like number one, number like 2 3 position for all the keywords they need. Yeah, and they generate like thousands of thousands in revenue. So it's really the problem of losing something is much higher for them than just not growing something. Yeah. So you switch anyway your focus to protecting when you work with
Mm.
price brands. Yeah, and in terms of tracking rankings, yeah, most agencies they track rankings, yeah. But what I see right now is the biggest problem that um, brands customers they see the hype around AI, yeah, and they think that when they enter in the ChatGPT, what is the best X tool for something, and they don't see their own brand, it's create this like scarcity. Yeah, why don't we mention it here? Yeah, and they try to bombard the agency or consultant. Why are we not here? Yeah, what we have to do to why don't we pay enough attention to AI chats? Yeah, and it's really hard to explain that 8%, 80% of the work you're doing for ACO also will be work for AI chats. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you say with these words, people think that you just you don't want to adapt, you want to uh, work with new technologies, etc. Yeah, so this hype creates a different expectations on brands and customers, and agencies have to adapt at least in their communication. Yeah. So because anyway you need backlinks. Yeah. Anyway, you need like be mentioned in the listicles. Yeah, um, but right now you have to pack it like it you do not just SEO but for visibility. Yeah.
All right, I want to change it. I want to change the topic. You said I wanted to ask you about this. You said I've spent $20,000 on influencer marketing campaigns on LinkedIn this year for Site Checker Pro. And you said, here are patterns I found in the worst and best influencers. You also said, I know 20,000 isn't a big sum, but we worked with 15 plus different influencers and published many different post types. So you go, the worst influencers versus the best influencers. So I want to hear it from you. What are the worst? If you want to do influencer marketing, especially on LinkedIn, what are the worst influencers and the best influencers?
Yeah, the number one comparison, the number one difference. Yeah, it's really the best influencers are the one that aren't influence don't position themselves as influencers at all. Yeah, so they have some job, they have some experience, and they just share their stuff. They have like authority, and people when they read their post, they believe them. And these influencers usually they don't ready to publish uh, any any brand that will pay. Yeah, they review the brand, they because they care about their reputation. Yeah, they care about the audience. So this is the biggest difference. And if the influencer say okay very quickly, yeah, and I see that he published like 10 brands for the last month, I usually already expect that engagement will be not as good as I expect. Yeah, because yeah, people love honest opinions, love the deep dive. B2B SaaS is really you can't create an interesting post without learning the product enough. You have to dive deeper. You have to share some perspective. Why is it different than existing solutions? Why people should care at all? Yeah, and it's hard to do without diving deeper. So yeah, this is the biggest difference, I guess. Yeah. um, so it's the same as I consider myself as influencer, but it's not my main role. Yeah, I consider it because I already created the obligation for myself to publish constantly. Yeah, and that's some some like I already know that people maybe sometimes expect that I share something with them.
Can I ask you how many followers do you have on LinkedIn?
Right now, almost 18,000.
How many and how many impressions do you get a week?
Right now, it's hard to say because I'm running thought leadership ads, and they are counted
Uh,
as there are no comparison in LinkedIn analytics. But for I remember that in last year, I guess I made around like 1 million impressions. It was organically, yeah.
that's and you're not posting videos, you're just posting text? Are you posting images?
Post text and images, yeah, sometimes
Okay.
carousels, but
How often are you posting? You said once a day?
I'm trying to post them at least 3 4 times a week. Yeah.
Mm,
Mhm.
I actually think that there is a multiplier put on if you post multiple times a day. I think there's like literally like a multiplier in terms of impressions on LinkedIn. And I'll tell you how crazy it is. So I started sharing my LinkedIn impressions. You mentioned that. And I've had since I started sharing my LinkedIn impressions and what I'm doing on LinkedIn, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, "I saw you try this. I tried this myself. It 100% works." And they will send me screenshots of a spike in their weekly impressions. I think there might be some sort of multiplier put on in terms of like multiple posting because you have a lot more followers on LinkedIn than I do, but I have a lot more impressions on LinkedIn than you do.
Yeah.
And I think it's literally just like the consistency. And I don't want it to seem like I spend like so long on my LinkedIn posts because anyone can go look at my LinkedIn posts, and a lot of them are like no capitalization, no punctuation, like a one sentence thought that I had while going on a walk. It's like really easy stuff. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, I have to try that. I tried sometimes like with 2 3 times, and it's really like it has some impact. I saw that sometimes all three posts get like impressions, like good enough impressions. Yeah, but for me, it's just again, I have another task to do. Yeah, and sometimes it's just difficult to create like.
Well, I'll tell you while you're saying that the real key is like, you know, during your day you're doing SEO research. You find something interesting, share that. Just share that on LinkedIn and then cross post that everywhere else. Like, because as you're doing your normal, like for any SEO, as they're doing their normal work every day, there's a high possibility that they're going to find something that's like mildly interesting. Share that. Please share that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's my advice.
yeah, yeah. I'm agree. Yeah, but I also found that commenting, yeah, it's really the strong strategy. It was like
That's huge. I respond to like all the comments that I get. That's really important.
yeah, it's responded under your post, and I mean commenting under others posts. Yeah,
I do that too sometimes, but I do make a habit of responding to comments
yeah, yeah.
on YouTube as well. YouTube, yeah, YouTube as well. You said, okay, wait, you said this. I wanted to ask you about this. You said outreach from link builders is becoming smarter. It looks like they scraped all commenters' profiles who left a comment under my post about Google Analytics 4 template to track traffic from AI chats. 600 people left a comment. So they scraped all these profiles, found email addresses of these people, sent them emails with like good enough fake personalization. And you think that, and so you're like, yeah, I think this is a very effective approach.
Yes, I guess it's quite effective just because the context is the huge conversion, a huge lever to increase conversions. Yeah, so because when you read something and it looks like this human knows something about you, very specific, you usually open this letter. Yeah, so plus uh, comments under post, it's usually already there filtered ICP around some niche or some niche.
Well, yeah, you said it's like my post about a GA4 template. So right away that says, okay, everyone who's commenting has a website,
Yeah,
and it's possible that they're in a relevant niche,
yeah, yeah,
and you want backlinks. So it's like, okay, you're going to message them to ask for a backlink on their site.
yeah. And I mean that sometimes when I see some posts and I see there are like this post became viral, there are like 1,000 comments, and when I started like viewing these comments, I see that almost all of them are my ICP too. Yeah, and I understand this. This I have to save this post. Maybe I won't scrape these followers. Yeah, but at least I have to review them and just connect to them because it's already my audience. Yeah, and also the biggest problem when you send connections, you usually want to make connections with active people. Yeah, but because there are a lot of inactive accounts. And if people already comment something, it's already means that they spend time on LinkedIn. It's already a huge signal that yeah, it works. It works to connect with them.
So this was on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
and then they're getting these. And what so like what do the emails say?
What they will say, look, I saw that I saw your comment on the Ivan's post, and it looks like you're interested in backlinks and etc. Yeah. So the hook is I saw your comment on the Ivan's post. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's already the great lever. Yeah. Because
it does sound that does sound a lot more personal.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I saw a lot of difference like outreach around that. Yeah, like different signals, different posts, and it looks like it works. Yeah, because people continue to do that.
Do you have any favorite link building tactics, things that you always rely on that just always work really well?
Mm. Do you mean for like site checker or like any other brands? I like right now. I like insertions, link insertions, because I always want to get backlinks from the websites that already ranked in top 10. Yeah,
You want your link to be on a page that actually has real traffic going to it. A relevant page that has real traffic and that is ranking.
yeah, yeah. So uh, it's like people say that 2025 is usually guest posting. It's not as much popular as before. Yeah, guest posting, because everyone like do that. Yeah, and Google create like bigger filters to what can be indexed, and if it's not a huge enough, if it's not a authoritative website, and if the content is fully AI generated and there is only one link to your website, it's very easy to detect for Google that this content is not worth adding to index at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you publish a lot of guest posts, you don't know how it will impact at all your rankings and visibility. When you add link insertion to the existing listicle, you know it will help in both like rankings and AI visibility. Yeah.
What's your acceptance rate when you message? How are you doing it? What's because a lot of people have different methods for getting link
I'm doing it.
insertions.
I'm not doing it. I'm like always trying to out-
Automate it.
outsource to
Okay.
like to link building agencies, or like have an in-house expert for this purpose. But I know a few startups, also B2B SaaS small startups, where ACOs founders made outreach themselves to get backlinks, and they got really strong backlinks because they have niche product, and like to get a backlink, they got backlinks on Zapier listing, on like HubSpot listing, just,
Yeah.
yeah, just because they were right from really from the founder. People say that. See,
Oh, so you're saying an email coming directly from the founder of the company makes your link insertion requests a lot more likely to be accepted.
yeah, yeah, and in this, if you have a like niche product, you usually need like 10, 20, the most important links. Yeah, there are like
So what does an email say when you ask for a link insertion?
it's usually like, hey guys, I see you wrote about that, and I believe my product is really one of the important in this niche. Yeah, here's why, and you like explain why.
Do you go and write the copy for them and include it right there in the email, or do you say, let me know if you'd like me to write the copy for you, or like,
No, no, it's not. I'm not doing it myself. I'm just sharing about.
yeah, but like what you've seen in terms of what
Yeah,
works.
yeah. It's just saying that my product does that. Can you like add it? Yeah. And usually when you explain what your product is and why it's unique, it's already the text that people should enter to the article. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's sounds like it's really a rare approach. Yeah, because founder usually has like it's his time, or his or her time is usually too expensive. Yeah, for that purpose. But at the end, it's what it gives results. Yeah. So
Yeah, I respond to a lot of emails that I get or a lot of DMs that I get, and people are like, I don't expect you to respond. And I make a point really to try to respond. And I like just when it comes from somebody who you perceive to be very busy, it makes a tremendous difference
yeah.
in terms of like the impression that it gives or the results that you get. It really makes a difference.
Yeah, and the problems with outreach agencies, yeah, that they use not the domain name for which they build backlinks. Yeah, they use their own domain names. Yeah, and just the first filter. Yeah, that when you read the email, you usually use. If there is a different or like wired brand domain name, yeah, email. So you think, why should I care about that? And when you see the email from from CO, it's very reasonable.
Are there any link building agencies who you just find always give great results?
Um, it's interesting because I see that they are very similar. Yeah, have similar approach. How they differ, maybe it's the communication, the personal approach. Because most of the agencies they want to publish a backlink on their website. They have contacts already. Yeah, and it's not what you really need. You usually need the backlink on the listicles you found in top 10 or cited in AI chat, and they usually don't have contact of this person yet. They have to make an additional work to find that. So the best agencies, they are done this job. They are ready to wait. Yeah, they suggest like alternative approaches. For example, we have such websites, or maybe, for example, we can publish a guest post with a listicle on a trusted website. Yeah, so they understand your goals and are ready to like make some additional work to help you. So I have a couple of them I can share with you, like just without ads. Yeah, yeah.
If there's anyone who's just comes off the top of your head that you just like have by name, feel free to share it.
I have the like some scale agency. It's like they help. It's our like in our big holding. They help to do links for site checker. I know about the like Dmitro Sohach, yeah, and his shared domains and insert link. Also the collaborator. It's all from Ukraine. Yeah, it's like influence like link building platform also. So that's what I know. I sure there are a lot of other agencies, but you just can't compare like tens of them, yeah. Because
Yeah.
you tested a couple of them, and if they work well, you just continue with them.
Are there any SEO methods that you just find to be working really well for you right now? Things that that it's just like your bread and butter. It's like I love this technique. I love this strategy.
Do you mean like into getting visibility and ranking content?
Yeah. And conversions and getting actual like users and sales. Or yeah, visibility, users, sales, influence, top of mind awareness.
Okay, yeah. So one of the top tactics is really my medium profile. That's what people call.
Your medium profile.
Yeah, it's what people
Cool.
call parasite SEO. I have great results with that. Uh,
Wait. So wait, what your medium profile is actually called Parasite SEO?
it's not called parasite. It's
No, you're doing Parasite SEO
yeah,
with Medium. Yeah. Okay.
but I don't like call it parasite SEO because I don't use.
It's a dirty name.
Yeah, yeah, because I write content myself there, and just because I have a like
So you're saying you write content on Medium under your own name and it ranks really well.
yeah, yeah, I can share with you later the screenshots of my rankings. Yeah, and even for I wrote 1 month ago an article around SEMrush alternative, and I was in top 10 like a week.
For SEMrush alternative.
Yeah, yeah. I
Man.
also have a post on LinkedIn about that. I will share with you. So without backlinks, I get the result, and I believe that it's something because I publish a lot of content there.
Without backlinks to the Medium article, it's ranking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How long have you had this Medium article for? I'm sorry, this Medium profile for?
Do you mean? Oh, yeah. It's also, I guess,
Aged.
8 years. Yeah.
8 years, yeah. So I wrote actually my newsletter this weekend. I called it Parasite Properties. And I think this is going to be an enormous trend in 2026 because these things also influence AI. And it's people who actually build up trusted anonymous, mostly anonymous properties on like Medium or like Reddit accounts, or it could be like YouTube accounts. It doesn't have to be anonymous, but like the goal, and you publish a lot of stuff that you don't intend to rank on Google. And then every now and then it's like, okay, I have this, I have this keyword. There's a really competitive keyword and I have this trusted account. And we know that this user generated content is ranking really well on Google. And you put out the Medium post, you put out the Reddit comment, and then it hits and it ranks on Google. And I think this is going to be such a big trend in 2026, parasite properties.
Yeah, yeah, and I like one of I don't remember which one of the AI tracking tools that helps not just track but also like improve AI visibility. And they have a simple checklist. For example, you have a prompt or keyword, and they say like checklist your landing page on your website, Medium article, YouTube video, yeah, Reddit threads, and etc. So
Mm,
if you'll do that for your one keyword, it's really increases your chance to like dominate the SERP and get
yeah.
visibility. So it's really right now, like for a long time, we created a lot of content on your website. Yeah. Now you create content for less keywords, but on more platforms. So yeah.
Your Medium articles are ranking really well. Do you see them also getting surfaced in AI?
I saw them in AI reviews. I didn't saw them in AI chats just because I don't track as much prompts. Yeah. So
Got it.
yeah. For,
So Medium is working really well for you.
yeah, and I have like just assumption why it works so well. Yeah. At first, I wrote a lot of content. I guess 70-80% of this content rank in top 10. Yeah. And I always create internal links between them. I also sometimes build backlinks from other my websites.
So you're linking between your Medium articles. You're linking from one Medium article to a previous Medium
Yeah,
article.
yeah. Also, I build some backlinks from the like my newsletter. I also have the Looker Studio templates websites. So from my other assets, yeah. So and I really some articles are unique for Medium. I share them on social media, etc. So it's really like a website, just my plus one my website. Yeah. So and I use like newsletter. I usually write something deep, long read, and I don't care about keywords at all. For Medium, I usually write something only for keywords. Yeah. So yeah, I try to combine these approaches.
Awesome. Are there any other SEO things that you rely on a lot that work really well for you?
So the Medium articles. It's hard. I have to review my like. I publish a lot of stuff on LinkedIn. Yeah, I guess Reddit too. Yeah. So
Yeah, Reddit.
the problem that they removed the
Or like tactics, even like tactics on your websites. Like if there's like a specific type of keyword that you like going after, or there's a specific type of content or page that you like publishing.
yeah, I like publishing alternatives pages. Yeah, but
Okay.
what I about the tactics, I also have the like the newsletter in my Substack that you always have the content gap. I call this way. So because even like after 6 years, I'm sometimes found some keywords and I'm asked why don't we still don't have the landed page for this keyword? Yeah, and
Dude, I made a video about this. Yes.
yeah. So I say that keyword research should never stop, and you usually underestimate how many new like valuable keywords you should rank for. Because especially for B2B SaaS, uh, there are a lot of small features for which people already look for your tool, and you don't rank for them. Yeah. So this is something I believe I'm strong at, like looking for interesting keywords, especially for B2B SaaS products. Yeah.
Dude, this is like a lot of my SEO course, Compact Keywords, is about this. It's how to find these keywords that are being like criminally under targeted, but they're also at the bottom of the funnel where there's like real purchase intent. And to your point, there's so many of them in every niche, even the niches that you think will be like really competitive. Like one of the best keywords that I found when I was making the course and showing all these examples was it was like personal injury lawyer NYC. The CPC on personal injury lawyer NYC is $200, but like the actual keyword is so under targeted, so improperly targeted, and they're like, yeah, exactly what you were describing. It is the best method. It is the best. Also, alternatives keywords, competitor plus alternative, because those are keywords as well where there's a lot of intent, but they tend to be longer tail and therefore more under targeted, to your point.
Yeah. So yeah, it's great that we think in the same way in this space.
All right, I want to finish with this question. We are less than a month away from 2026. What do you expect personally? Like, what do you expect to be doing for SEO in 2026? Just a quick list of things that you're thinking about going into this next year.
Yeah, I'm understand that the more we are going, the more the AI with AI charts, yeah, deserves like more attention, yeah, and Google changed its native search engine, yeah. So the more ACO becomes a content marketing. Yeah. So you should produce a lot of stuff around your product, your audience, their problems, specific use cases. Like you can transcribe your demo calls. You can expand your help docs, yeah, etc., etc. And in terms, so you will produce more. Will produce more content, but this content,
That was cool. So you'll transcribe your demo calls and turn that into actual content.
yeah, it's something you need content anyway. Yeah, so your blog is
Yeah.
a great resource because people share something really unique. Yeah, and yeah, so I mean, we will produce more content, but not as we did before. Most of the SEO they produce before, like the content from copywriters. Yeah, now they just use AI. Yeah, but what we need is really expert content around something that can be written by AI. Yeah. So this number one change. And the second change, I guess that link building also changed. Yeah. If like years ago, you will need the backlink with the right anchor to move your target landing page in Google search. Right now, you need not just backlink, you need the right context around this backlink. So AI just understand what your brand does and why it's better than others. So if you are doing link building, you have to do some marketing job anyway. Yeah. So it's not just place a backlink. The context matters. Yeah. And if you will just delegate it to your outreach team, just say something and mention us. It's not how it should work. Yeah. You have to invest about positioning yourself and describing what make the difference.
It's this is tangential, but it's not the same thing as reputation management. It's like thinking about, yeah.
Yeah, reputation management, I guess, is when there are bad reviews in search, but
No, well, not necessarily. It's controlling the way. It's like thinking about where your brand is appearing, how it's appearing, controlling. It's not just reviews. It's like it's describing your brand in comparison to other brands. I think like basically what I'm trying to get at is I think for the longest time, SEOs have seen reputation management as different from SEO.
yeah,
I never saw that. And I always thought the approach that reputation management was different from SEO was like flawed because they are very, very similar. People will go to Google searching for brand reviews and brand ratings. And you need to know how to get that stuff to show up and or to like if there's a bad review, especially like a false bad review, get those things removed and control the language around your brand
yeah,
as well to describe what your brand actually is.
yeah, and keeping the same message for a long
Yeah.
time it was hard because especially for startups when they positioning change every year, yeah, it's hard to maintain the same.
Yeah. Spot on. Ivan, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for great questions. It was really interesting to get your perspective on these questions too.
Dude, you post some great stuff. So I'm just I'm hyped to see what you continue posting and what you continue experimenting with.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I have already a plan of posts. Yeah, like I have an Airtable with all of my ideas. Just don't. I'm trying to not forget. Yeah,
Are there any ideas that you're really excited about?
I want to publish more about the Reddit, about how to win in AI chats, etc., etc. How to track AI visibility. Yeah, like I have a lot of things, yeah. But I'm trying really to post something when I have something unique or strong opinion about something.
Mm.
I don't want to sound like just some obvious thing, yeah. So when I have something to say, then I publish.
Yes. Strong opinions do best. But sometimes you just need an opinion. You cuz you need to like cuz I was saying on LinkedIn people are like what do I post? I'm like listen, it doesn't matter. You're like your first post probably won't be very good, but it'll open the creative
Yeah,
floodgates.
yeah,
You just need to like now it's very easy for me to squirt off some LinkedIn posts because I'm in the habit of doing it. You need the momentum.
yeah, yeah,
And
100%.
I think you're probably going to post a lot of cool stuff over the next year, so I'm excited.
Yeah, thanks, thanks.
What are your accounts so everybody can follow you?
Uh, can you repeat?
What are your accounts so everybody can follow you?
Do you mean on which social media platforms I have account?
Yeah, your handles
Yeah, so
and your newsletter.
just like one poly on the LinkedIn and X. And the newsletter on Substack, I have the different brand name. It's called Hack the Algo. And yeah, on Reddit I also have just my username Ivan Pelly.
And your new subreddit, SEO Gaps.
Yeah, SEO Gaps. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Ivan, thanks again. For everybody watching and listening, this is episode 884 of The Edward Show, 884 days in a row doing this podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you again to Ivan for coming on. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.